Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Outer Rim Cantina. My name's Alan, and today I wanted to talk about some new rumors about Kerry Russel's character in the Rise of Skywalker, Zorri Bliss. This information is coming from the speculative article Making Star Wars published recently, hypothesizing how the story of the Rise of Skywalker could go, based on their inside knowledge from Lucasfilm. One thing that is definitely true in all this is that Zorri is 100% a good guy throughout the movie, or perhaps just an ally of convenience against the First Order. According to Making Star Wars, Zorri helps the Resistance escape Kijimi when they're found by the First Order, and spends time off that planet after those events, presumably helping the Resistance in some way. Remember that ship we saw flying by in the establishing shot of Kijimi from the teaser trailer? It appears that ship belongs to Bliss, and at one point in the film, Rey comments that it looks oddly familiar. That ship looks oddly familiar to fans because of the resemblance it shares with the ship we see leaving Rey behind on Jakku in her Force Awakens flashback. Making Star Wars is theorizing that it actually wasn't Reys Parents who left her behind on Jakku, but Zorri Bliss. Looking at the vision in The Force Awakens and Kylo's truth in The Last Jedi with this theory in mind, it does resolve some inconsistencies between the two. Reys Parents were indeed nobodies and may very well be buried in desert graves, but they weren't the ones who left her behind on Jakku. The possibilities for why Zorri would leave Rey on Jakku are almost infinite, but perhaps it was because she had a change of heart while working for the First Order, and instead of delivering Rey, a Force-sensitive child, to them, she left her in a place where the bad guys would never find her. Or it's possible that Zorri is some kind of relative of Rey's that sought to protect her from the abuse of their family by leaving her where they would never go looking. Whatever relation Zorri has with Rey, once she finds out the truth about who left her alone on Jakku, it's not going to be an easy conversation. It's also possible that maybe the reason Zorri wears that mask isn't to hide her identity from the viewers, but to hide her identity from Rey instead. Now, we already know that JJ isn't retconning what we already learned about Reys Parents in the previous two sequel trilogy films, and that what is revealed in Episode 9 will be consistent with both Episodes 7 and 8. What Abrams did say is that there is more to the mystery of Reys Parents and backstory, and that will be clearly told by the end of the film. Perhaps then, that more to the story JJ was referring to isn't telling who Reys Parents are, but expanding on her backstory and giving us the real reason she was abandoned on Jakku, and by who. As far as Russell herself is concerned, she's spoken very highly of the script J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio wrote, and the story they developed. Whatever we end up seeing on screen is definitely going to be an emotional roller coaster as we finally get a definitive end to this 9-part saga. As always, I'd love to know what you think of this theory that Zorri Bliss is somehow connected to Rey down in the comments. That's all the time I've got for today. I hope to see you back here in the Cantina on Saturday for another Star Wars video. Until then, may the Force be with you.